Yeah, love how you move.
All around the world.
I wanna take you to Art Basel, some shit like that.
All around the world. Boys stare, girls swirl.
Huh.
Damn, you trigger happy.
Bang, bang.
So happy.
The primary purpose of the CAF podcast is to express platform for creatives to express their personal views or opinions without restriction or censorship. All views or opinions expressed during the CAF podcast are solely those of individuals expressing such views or opinions and does not reflect the views of the CAF podcast.
So, you good? You ready? All right, you look good? Everything? Need to make the camera change? No? All right, so we back with episode number, this will be episode number 3 in our 40/40 series. And first of all, shout out to our sponsor. I gotta remember the name. It's crazy. The name of his wine. Lydia Rue Southern Peach Champagne. They the one who's sponsoring this series. Shout out to Cheatham, even though I didn't get the champagne for this episode 2 weeks in advance, I still ain't got it, but it's all good.
Uh-oh.
But
That's not beef.
No, it ain't beef. He's just he's the reason for this whole series.
Oh, okay.
So when he brought it up, which I'll get more in detail about it, but shout out to our sponsor for that. But we do got a guest. She has been on. She was kind of nervous, but it turned out to be a real good episode. And it was the part that you said that I edited out. Everybody was DMing me like for a week. They wanted to know what was the
What did you edit out?
the part
I thought
where
you did all of it.
I did. I edited it out.
Okay.
But they would, like, I asked the question first.
Mm-hmm.
Then I edit your part out.
Oh, hold on, wait. Is it
was-
about
Your bedroom bucket list.
You in my business.
Yes,
All right.
I am. Yes,
So-
I am.
Remember one of those questions you asked earlier
Which one?
about
Oh, the 10K? Okay.
uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of them I wanted to do, but have not because I can't completely to completely commit to it.
What is it? I'm gonna edit this part.
Oh Lord, I don't know if I should say this.
No, I said I'm gonna edit it.
You gonna edit it?
I promise. I'm looking at the time now.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that might be something you already would have took care of.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Put that on here.
It's not. It's not. It was part of your bedroom bucket list, which at that time, I think your video, if I'm correct, it got close to 76 views, and that's big for that was big for us because I think the biggest video we had at the time was like 45.
Yeah, okay.
So, but we got it here live here in Jacksonville at the. Once again, I gotta get these names right.
You don't know my name?
Not yours.
I was about to say, now we finna fight.
At the
Okay.
museum
Sorry, let
where
me
we're doing our live podcast.
uncover.
So she's a mother, wife, and now she's jumped into a new business where now she's into not real estate. She's a realtor, so she's gonna be selling houses. So we want to welcome back to the CAF for our 40/40 series, the one and only Miss India Shaban. I still don't know the last name.
You got it.
No, I'm talking about the new
India
last name.
Shaban. Well, I'm a modern day woman,
Okay.
so my last name is still Shaban. Yep.
Welcome back to the CAF, India.
Hey.
How you doing?
What's up?
It's gonna be
Doing
good. It's gonna be good. So,
I'm blessed and highly favored in the Lord.
amen on this hot Sunday.
Amen.
So, first question that we always ask India, no matter how we do this thing, and we stole this question from Charlamagne the God. How is your mental health?
Whew, that's loaded. My mental health, I'm trying to tell you, I know I need a therapist. So I do little things to just like try to, go through my thoughts and everything, process things throughout the day. And journaling has been something I picked up.
Mm.
So, it makes me feel better. It's therapeutic for me to get it out on paper. And then I realized that whatever it was that was bothering me is not that big. So that's what I've been doing.
That's gonna lead me to one of my questions, but before we get it now, last time we talked, I don't remember if you did it or not, but once again, during the pandemic, we didn't see white women, Asian women, Mexican, Latinos, none of that. All we saw was black women getting attacked. So, do you got something to protect yourself, and are you licensed? Well, you don't need a license in Florida, but do you got something?
Oh yeah, I stay strapped.
That's okay. So we're good on that part. So now we
From
can
the
discuss.
gun state. Just saying. I will have to. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So we can skip it. Now, the point of this is it's called the 40-40 series, and we talking to people who either 40 or near 40.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why we're talking to them because Cheatham, the guy who with the champagne, Lydia Southern Peach Champagne, me and him have a conversation, and we were just talking about the mindset. So everything changed as you get older, but we wanted to get to talk to people to see how much has really changed. Because stuff you did when you were 20s, some stuff you probably wouldn't allow, and some stuff you're like, I'm glad I waited.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to tell your age, that's up to you, but as I know, we in the same boat, we getting close to 40.
Right.
What is your mindset now in this current stage on December 14, 2024?
My mindset is just grinding out because the hard reality of it is that we are middle-aged. Like, statistically, people pass away before 80, you know. So we are middle-aged, and you want to prepare for that second, you know, for the next phase of life, going into retirement and things like that. So it's grind mode. It's doing things that I wasn't comfortable with doing when I was younger because I didn't have the confidence then. But now, since I'm older and more experienced and more knowledgeable, I am able to confidently go into these new ventures that I have for myself, you know, just goals and stuff that I want to complete.
Okay. So, right now, has India even tapped into her true potential yet?
No, I have not. I'm working on it though. So, I mean, I you know, I read and I study, I research, and I'm getting better with networking and things and getting to know people. I mean, of course I knew people from school and everything else, but when it comes to like
Talking like
people I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard for me, and you know that's a challenge for me to just put myself out there a lot of times. And I noticed that with myself now, you know, since I've taken on this new career in real estate, you do have to be a people person. And not just the people that you know, but you have to get out there and know people, you know, get to know people that you don't know and know what to say to them. And, you know, make them trust you and make them feel comfortable around you.
Yeah, like this. The reason why we even in here is because that young lady back there. Because I've been looking at the find a studio, but at the time I just didn't have the funds to pay these people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just randomly meet somebody, and then y'all work together. Then next thing you know, you find out y'all went to the same school. You like, oh, you did, and then she started naming people you know. And then he's like, how? But then you find out she got a whole, I can't say the words. She don't like when we call it the studio. And then you meet somebody and boom, we're doing a live episode here at the museum.
Yeah.
So I feel
And
what you're
it's
saying.
beautiful too.
Yes. Yes. And it comes with liquid encouragement.
Yes. Hella shy.
So I get what you're saying because that's literally probably been me the last 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Me trying to get out there and meet people because you just don't know who know.
Right.
So.
And you don't want to feel like a lot of times I feel like I'm stumbling over my words. I know I'm well spoken, but sometimes like if I'm intimidated by or it's too many people or something, and I feel a little uncomfortable, and then I don't assert myself and then I think about it later and I'm like, I could have done this that way, or I could have, got myself into that circle a little bit.
And now you already ahead of my question, because I was gonna go to that, because now the person you are now, would you have noticed stuff like that in your 20s like you do now?
No, in my 20s, I thought that I knew it all, and I know I didn't know not a god doggone thing, nothing. In my 20s, I was slow. Like, looking back. Looking back, I wish I would have just listened to my mom. But I hear her so well now. But I was very rebellious. I thought I knew it all. And, yeah, I hindered myself a lot with my actions.
40 serious engagement. I wasn't expecting that. The slow part. I really wasn't expecting you to say that.
Just be honest.
I really wasn't expecting you to say that you were slow. But that's where growth comes in.
Right, yeah.
Because let me ask you this. Is it something in your 20s that you didn't like, you like now? Like for me, I couldn't stand chocolate milk and vegetables. Now I can't get enough of it. I even give you one better. In my early years, when I was like younger, like cologne, I couldn't stand cologne. Now I don't leave the house without it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know. The older I get, it's not about what I didn't like. It's more of what I'm embracing of myself. So I'm embracing myself more, and accepting all my differences, and just living in my truth.
So what is embracing in your life? What is that like on a day-to-day basis?
It's ADHD powered, definitely. India is all over the place, but I do have to organize myself and bring myself some focus. So, like I said, I will journal. That brings me some focus. Reading, that'll help me to at least form like an idea or something. And then writing lists and stuff. So, like I'll have these things that I want to do, these things I want to accomplish, and as long as it's in my head, it's in my mind, then it's something that it's more like a dream. It's more like it's not as real. But then when I write it down, then I look at it and actually say to myself, okay, can I actually achieve this? Can I do this for real? Is this something that is for me? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm actually seeing it. And of course, when I'm writing it down, I'm forming organized thought. So I'm able to process what it is that I'm setting out to do and make it realistic.
So did that's how real estate started? You just like, you just went to a house and I could probably sell this, or you like?
No, with real estate, it's something. Yeah, well, yeah, now definitely get out my box. But with real estate, it was something that I was interested in for a long time. I just didn't really share it with anybody, but I kept it to myself. Mm-hmm. I was interested in it. My mom, she was a property manager and things, so of course as a little girl I looked up to her. And she was a model. She did all kind of things when she was younger. So I used to look up to her and see how she handled business and things. And with her just being doing property management, she planted the seed for real estate for me, because that was something that she wanted to do herself, but she didn't push herself to do that, to take the next step. So she would tell me, Indy, you need to get out here and do this, you need to do that, and she'll, try to not force me, but she would push me to go out there and do it, but I didn't have confidence in myself. So one day, right after we graduated from high school, we would just ride in the neighborhood and just riding around town, just having a mom-daughter bonding time, and she pulled over to this real estate brokerage, and she was like, now go in and ask for the broker and ask for the number and ask them what are the steps to become a real estate agent. And this is before I even hit 20. I was just graduating from high school, so that was the first time that I even tried, but then it just felt like, okay, I don't have the money for this because it is, you got to go to school and you got to pay for all of that. Right. So I was mostly thinking, I don't want to do sales. I was doing telemarketing when I graduated, doing customer service and stuff. And most of my jobs were like sales. And I was doing good in those jobs, but I didn't want to do that. So that wasn't something I wanted to pursue. And I felt like that's something that she wanted me to do. But then as I got older and I started noticing the things, like whenever me and her would hang out, this is stuff that we would do, is go out looking for houses, pricing them, just going to different neighborhoods and, just the bare minimum, because that is so much more to real estate.
It sounds like a seed was planted in you.
Yeah.
And it just never came to fruition. Like, so I hear what you're saying. The question is, when did the water hit the seed? Because the seed had already been planted.
Yeah.
So when did the water hit the seed?
In my 30s, that's what I'm saying. So in my 30s, and after having a family, I don't know, just one day I was like, okay, I'm in school, I've been doing this, and I'm working in healthcare, I'm getting my bachelor's degree, all kind of stuff, and it don't matter how much you work, you don't really get ahead, sometimes working for people. It don't feel like you get ahead. You still trying to make ends meet and things like that. Mm-hmm. And I always had an entrepreneur side of me, like from forever ago, but I never really honed in on it. You know what I'm saying? I never really let that side of me grow. I was always kind of like pushing it in the back and downplaying it, and I don't know, I guess trying to make other people feel comfortable. So I didn't really push myself in those areas. I was just like, let me just get a job, make some quick money, and do that. But eventually, once I started realizing that I wasn't getting ahead there, then I was like, you know what, let me just go and see what real estate is about. See, how far this can take me and my family, and, just really pursue it at this point, because like I said, my mom always made me interested in it, and I would look at HDTV, all kind of stuff. That's my thing to look at, and I wanted to know more, so I started researching and learning more and looking up videos and all kind of stuff. And the more and more I looked at it, it's like something in me was just like, I want to do this. Like I was craving it.
It's crazy because I hear a lot of people now who been working. All of a sudden, it's like now they got the entrepreneur spirit. When some people was like, I'd rather go get a job because they didn't understand the grind of entrepreneur. But it's really not much about the grind. It's about the end result.
Right.
Like that's something that I picked up, because I know right now as an entrepreneur, you're going to have some sleepless nights, some stuff you can't do. You ain't be able to go out. You ain't going to be able to get Wingstop. You're going to have to literally go get a bologna sandwich.
Right, right.
But it's just you working toward the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. So that's big. I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah, I had to develop patience.
So where did the so you developing patience? How did that help you?
With me developing patience, I have to keep reminding myself, India, everything that you're doing now is going to work out. You're not getting an immediate pay right now. You're getting one, in the future. You're building, you're learning, you're still growing, you're still connecting with people. So I have to keep reminding myself to stay patient and just keep going through the motions and everything and being consistent. Because some days I feel so discouraged because I'm like, okay, it's not moving at the pace that I want it to. Mm-hmm. And I'm not seeing that immediate result, or you're not getting paid every 2 weeks, so you got to make your payday, and if this is, so with real estate, of course, it's time. You got to put time in and you got to be patient. So you do have to have something else that you're doing to make money, or to have a cushion or something to set you up and, make you feel make you be able to pay your bills and things like that. But building a business, of course, is, it takes money, it takes time. And you do have to have like a side hustle. So I have been inserting myself and getting back into doing hair, of course, and doing other little side hustles. And if I gotta do Uber or DoorDash, I get up and do that too. Anything to make money until I'm able to start closing deals and things like that.
India at 20-something, will she have the mindset that this India got, knowing that, yes, I'm a realtor, but I ain't making no money. Maybe I should just quit this and just go work at Blue Cross and Blue
That's
Shield.
what I would have said in my 20s. But now I'm able to look a little further in my future and say, if I keep on pushing, if I keep on working, it's going to happen for me.
Is that something that, like, do you have any regrets?
I don't have any regrets at all.
Like, maybe I should have stuck this out. Maybe I wouldn't be in the situation I am today if I just would have stayed with it, maybe.
Honestly, I wish I would have done this earlier.
Yeah.
I wish I would have done it earlier. Because then, of course, I would have been younger, have more energy to do it, less responsibilities, and I can actually, like, I'm focused on it now, but I still have responsibilities that, I have to still pay bills and everything else. So that's not making me money exactly right now, immediately, but it is going to make me money. So.
Okay. Let me throw you off subject for a real quick second. India, at this age, what is McDonald's money?
In this age, McDonald's money is actually some good startup money. They get paid good.
Because, as a child, when you drive by McDonald's, you like, I want McDonald's, but then your mama's like, do you have McDonald's money?
Oh, okay, I got you now, yeah. I don't do that to my kids. I'm just honest with them, honestly. Like, if I don't have it right now, hey, I don't have it right now. Y'all got food at home. But if I have it, then I do treat them.
Okay. Now.
They deserve it.
Okay. I just want to throw that out there, just, get it off the topic for a quick second. All the other wild questions I'm going to ask at the end.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
So, now, what as a mother, the things that you do now with your son and your other kids, I don't know if you call them stepkids or whatever, do you see more of you or do you see more of your mama?
With my son, I do. He is much more outgoing. Like he doesn't meet strangers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more shy and reserved, and if I know you, then of course you don't see that side of me because I know you. But if I don't know you, I am very reserved, and I will sit in the corner and observe everything around me until I feel comfortable. But Israel, he just busts in the room and be like, bam. Like, dang, what you got? He get that from my mom.
So you like when it comes to parenting skills, do you see your mama or you was like, this is India?
Yeah, definitely little parenting skills. I push my son and I push my other, my bonus kids. I treat them all the same. So maybe what I can see that is like my mom, because I'm more strict than my mom was. My mama, even though she would, she don't mind telling you how she feel, and she'll get on any kid around her. I did have a good amount of freedom. I think a good appropriate amount of freedom for each age that I was in. So, like with my kids, I feel like I'm a little bit more, y'all need to get this done, and not being lenient on them, giving them too many second chances, because I just feel like a lot of times the discipline, coming up, of course you need discipline as you get older and start governing yourself. Mm-hmm. So what I'm instilling in them as a parent is going to help them in the long run to govern themselves as they get older.
Now, is it going to help them, or is it just like from your experience, you wish somebody would have been more disciplined with you? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel
because
like
you turned out pretty good. You're not here shaking and working and stealing and
No, my mom did a very good job. I'm not complaining at all of how she did. But I do know that whenever, like I said, certain things I was not comfortable with just going out there and doing. Like I said, even with real estate, I was just like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to just get out there and start talking to people. Even now I do that. But when I was younger, I was like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to get out there and do this. And I wasn't as encouraged when I was younger. And I just, not my mom's fault at all. It's all on me. But she would just be like, you know, whatever, I'm going to let you do what you want to do. Like, she didn't keep pushing me. And that's not her fault. She didn't have to keep pushing me. I should have been pushing myself, you know. So I just feel like I would have been further ahead if she wouldn't have let up.
Gotcha. 40 series here with Miss India, sponsored by Lydia Rue Southern Peach, and we're live at the museum with a live episode. Now let's keep it moving. Accountability. Mm-hmm. What is that like now for India?
Accountability is me looking back and saying, okay, the reason why you're in this situation now is because you didn't make the right decisions before.
Are you taking account? Do you have somebody you can be accountable to, where like they can, like, because most people say I hold myself accountable. Mm-hmm. Like I hold myself accountable, but I hold myself accountable with certain things: eating right, working out, making sure I do what I do to get paid. But it's like it's other stuff that I'll be like, I can wait till Tuesday.
That's what discipline step in, you know, and that's what I was saying earlier, like with pushing my kids. It's like, you know, I want them to be more disciplined, and that way they can hold themselves accountable and say, okay, let me parent my life. I know my mom is my parent, and she has more experience over me, and you know, I'm just speaking as my children. She has more experience than I do. My dad has more experience, and I know that what they're telling me is right. But let me take accountability and say, let me go do these dishes. And I knew that I didn't do these dishes the right way the first time. And instead of me getting upset when I get in trouble because the dish is still oily, let me go ahead and fix what I did.
So what is it like for you now? Like how does India keep herself accountable to make sure whatever needs to get done that day, it get done that day?
So, like I said, I write a list, and if I go through that list and I see that I wasn't able to mark things off of that to-do list for the day, then it makes me feel bad. You know, I don't know what else I can give you, but it does make me feel bad. And so I know that if I didn't get this task done today, it's only going to push me back further the next day. And so, of course, time is precious, and it's one of the biggest resources we have, time and people, of course. But, you know, it's being accountable and saying, okay, I didn't do this yesterday. I'm going to definitely get it done today. And if I don't, I'm going to feel it in the long run. I'm going to see it in the results.
You really a grown little girl.
I'm a grown little girl. I try. Hopefully, by the time you're close to 40, you get. I mean, but you know, no judgment. Everybody got their own life.
No. We need to judge, because some people. We need to judge. Bless you. Or we need to judge some people because it's like you doing the same. What they call it?
Insanity.
Yeah, like you're doing the same thing, but it's like you're not getting no results. Mm-hmm. Like you literally, like I remember when I first graduated from college and I couldn't find work, I felt like a bum still staying at home.
Right.
And not only a bum, like I'm asking my mom for $20 to last me during the week.
Right.
So like just to be like that, and I was in my 20s. To be like, if I was like that now, man, I mean, I don't know where to go to get started, but I probably would have started selling dope just to get some money. Like,
oh, baby, I done had some.
Like,
I done had some ideas.
Like at this age, not to have $1 in your pocket, that shit messes. I don't know how I feel about other people, but me, that shit messes with my mind. Yeah. Like I have to keep something in my.
Oh no, it costs just to go outside now. Like it's so expensive now.
I have to keep
back
something.
Back in the day,
on
you kind of was able to skate through or whatever, but now you got to.
I can't go to a vending machine and get a $2 soda. Shit fucks with my mental. That's just me. That's just me. I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah,
else,
definitely.
So
that'll change. That'll switch it up for you.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So India doesn't judge. I do.
I
so
just
don't come for her.
Listen, don't come for me, okay?
Come for me.
That's all
come
I'm saying. I might judge. I'm just keeping it to myself.
I'm judging. I'm not in the best situation, but I mean, like UPS is always hiring.
I'm internalizing the judgment.
Uber and Lyft is hiring, but they ain't even hiring. They just need you to sign up.
That's it. So. But some people just clock out. Some people actually clock out. They just be like, you know what, the world is, it's a scam. All of it. It's just whatever. I'm just going to live in a tent and live off the fat of the land. I watched a documentary of that one time. This white guy, maybe that's why. You know what? I ain't going to say that. I ain't bringing race up in that thing. But the way the land is, there is much more privileges out there for other people. So he was doing good. He was doing good out there. He almost made me want to get my black butt out there. And I said, you know what, nah. Like he was going kayaking and all kind of stuff. This man was living on a permanent vacation. It looked like a vacation to me. He was getting a good bath and everything. But I got children. Anyway.
Different strokes for different folks. Different strokes, different folks. Don't get me wrong. If you know how to fish, I mean.
I don't know how to fish either, and I don't like bugs. Being outside is itchy for me. So I had, when you watch it, it's glamorous on TV.
Nah.
It is. I don't know. It was the cameras. Maybe it was the lighting. I don't know. He was all in the great mountains and all kind of stuff. He was doing stuff my broke self. Well, my working self. I don't call myself broke. I'm going to say I'm in between blessings. But, praise him. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Yes, he was doing things that my working tail can't do. And he wasn't working nowhere. So.
I couldn't do it because, one, I go work out and I smell myself and I have to take a shower.
Yeah, that's true.
Deodorant is a must in my life.
No, I need to take a bath, though. I tried that one time, the sea salt thing up under your arms. My husband, I think he wanted to punch me. He's not abusive though, but
I ain't mad at him.
He was like, "What's happening?
Like, what's going on? Who did I marry?
Yeah.
Who did I marry?
Can you shave? No, I'm just playing. Oh, forgive me. I edit that.
No, I ain't edit that because that's for the end though. But we're gonna keep it moving because we got some questions we got to answer about that. But I judge. She doesn't. Come from my DMs when I heard it. Okay. That's my mama. All right. So now, as you getting closer up there, different things change for you. So, how does India get her peace now? Like, what are you doing where you take time out for you? And the reason why I'm gonna ask women this question. The reason why is because I see a lot of women who live either through their children or their marriage, but they never take time out for them. So when does India take time out for her, which is just nobody, just India and her peace?
I just go take a ride. I'm supposed to be going grocery shopping, and the grocery shopping trip turned into 3 or 4 hours. So I take a little bit longer to do that, or I go to the beach, or I go to a waterfront or something. Just go sit down and talk to the water, clear my thoughts. Talk to myself a lot now.
But does it help you?
It helps.
That's the main thing.
It
That's
helps.
the main thing. Because if it ain't helping you, I mean...
When you hear it out loud, it helps. A lot of times when you keep those thoughts inside, you're not processing them because you didn't go through the full process of letting it out your mouth anyway. So when you let it just sit inside, then it just lies dormant, and you didn't get it off your chest. You didn't do anything with it. So just sit there and bottle up or whatever. But when I let it out, speak it out loud to myself, and talk to myself and actually hear myself saying it, you know, it helps. And I don't, like, I have, of course I have people to talk to, but it's certain things I just want to deal with on my own. So.
Now, but India back then, would she have done what she's doing now?
No, India back then would be on the phone, contacting my friends and telling them what kind of messed up day it was, and living like a city girl, you know, like just wanting to do everything the wrong way as a city girl. Not being, you know, just actually letting your emotions fuel you. So now I kind of push those emotions down. Try to.
What was it back then? It wasn't City Girl. What was it back in the day? Was it Hot Girl?
Hot girl. Yeah, I just, you know, nowadays I'm just trying to.
Cause I'm trying to think like. Yeah, so it's Trina with the bad bitch.
Yes, definitely Trina. I was a son of Trina, not a daughter of Trina. I was a son of Trina. You know. Yes. God delivered me. I have been delivered.
You know, I mean, listen. So you got Anthony, you got Kennard, you got Brandon in the back. We all have a past and history that, you know, we went through a time in our life where it was like, it was.
You ain't live if you didn't.
Yeah, like we all got past and history, but it just over time we realized I'm either tired or this ain't getting me nowhere. Mm-hmm. But we all have a past. We all. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I live. Especially when I went to college, I live.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about stuff like that. Like I ain't never. To me, going out of town was literally going to Atlanta or Orlando.
That was another thing. I didn't go to college. I stayed here and went to college. I did everything locally because I was too afraid to venture out.
Right. I ain't never got on a plane. I ain't never, like, I've been to California, Texas right there. You got Oklahoma. You got Mississippi, Alabama. I've been to Colorado, Kansas. I even been to Maine, the most boringest state I think to this day. But I went to Maine. Yeah. In Maine, you could get lobster. Whatever lobster down here is cheaper there. They even sell lobster at McDonald's.
Right.
They got a lobster sandwich at McDonald's. You can get lobster, and it's not like
trust that lobster.
No. It's the lobster factory in Maine, so it's not like they getting it frozen shipped across the country.
Yeah.
They getting it right there.
McDonald's, you know.
It was good to me. I mean, coming from down south, so it all tastes fresh to me. Mm-hmm. I couldn't tell the difference.
They got the meat real. I don't know nothing about that. That's weird meat. But anyway, I get what you're saying.
So like, we all have lived. We all have done some things, but we all now have grown up to realize like we got to do this because this is probably better for us. Mm-hmm. So we all have lived. Like I'm pretty sure, I hope I can say this for everybody here. Ain't nobody really did no cocaine.
No, I thought about selling it once before though.
See, that's different.
But I've never done it. I wanted to be a madam. I did. But these are things that was just like locked away. I'll put them in the back of my head.
See, bro. See, like, and stuff like this. I know. Back then,
I didn't know if I was gonna be like a mean madam or a nice one. Like, how can you be a nice madam? Like, you would have to. It's not really a customer service type job.
Nah, you could have been nice nasty.
You know what I've been looking at lately?
Here we go.
Tyler Perry. What is it? All the Queen's Men.
I don't know that. I don't keep up with Tyler Perry like that.
Well. I look at that, you know, and you know, when I look at Tyler Perry, other parts of me want to come back alive. You know what I'm saying? So, looking at all the Queen's Men, it just brought back that feeling of wanting to be a madam.
Is it something gay?
No.
Because when you say all the queens men.
She owns a strip club, a male strip club.
Okay.
And these men they be on the ladies now. But then you have these other situations that happen where, like, you know how female strippers, they have like these private jobs or private hookups or whatever. The males do the same. Mm-hmm. And that might get a little freaky. Mm-hmm. But the main show and everybody else is like, heterosexual. But I mean, today in time, everything gonna have a little rainbow flair to it. Everybody's so fluid.
So crazy part about that is we had a stripper on this season. Mm-hmm. We had him on the podcast, and he was telling us about the lifestyle and all that. And he be
Okay.
Yeah. So, but he told us like it's certain things that is off limit. Mm-hmm. Like he'll go do private shows and stuff like that, and he'll let the girls know, hey, I'm just here to dance and make my money. All that other stuff, I'm not a prostitute.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So they be wanting him to go the extra mile. He'll let them know, I can't.
Yeah.
And then his girl, she doesn't go with him, but he still has respect for her not to go to that limit. Now he said sometimes you gotta let him touch you for an extra 100 or 2, but sexual wise, he said he don't cross that line.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. You got to have his standards, but all of them not like that though.
No, I know I would.
But of course, it's a TV show, so it's exaggerated too.
I don't think it's really exaggerated if they know what they're talking about. Because talking to him and the dudes that he run with,
it does happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Gay for pay, but even
that too.
To each his own.
Even that too.
Don't jump me in the comments. To each his own.
I'm gonna edit this part out. He had this one gay dude always came to his shows. That man said, "I will give you $50,000 just for one night."
Oh, okay.
Just for one night.
Well, I don't want to get graphic, but it was gonna get crazy that night. That night was gonna get crazy.
I mean, he said, man, I just don't swing that way.
How much he said?
$50,000 for one night. Say he always come to the shows. He always tip him good. He just want it.
Well, everybody got their standards.
I mean, we clearly did. Baby oil and all. Baby oil and all. So, but to each his own. But once again, to each his own.
Oh no, one of the guys on the show, I don't know if this is a thing that male strippers deal with too, but they have to get themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So he says a certain band that you buy and you tie it around.
But they say that on the show, I don't know, Tyler Perry, but the man thing, it was necrotizing.
What does it mean?
About to die off.
He did say, he said you're going to keep it on it for like 2 hours. After that, it just loses all blood.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like you doing a lot,
Once again, that's that life. It's just like with female strippers. They got to deal with the fact that they're going to be out there shaking their ass for an hour or two and only make $6. And somebody might crumble $1 and throw it on them.
Oh my God. That's terrible. I thought about being a stripper one time before too, though. Yeah, I thought about quite a few things. But
But would India even consider it now?
No.
Even
I've thought about it a couple of times.
Even if this real estate stuff don't work out.
My back be hurting.
That's all we need to know.
Yeah.
That's all we need to know.
That's the only reason.
That's all we need to know.
Because my back be hurting.
Because nobody cares.
And my husband, that's another reason.
Yeah, Myron don't care about your back. Come bounce that thing. Come twerk that thing.
Who?
Myron.
Who is Myron?
From
Not Myron.
Myron got that $10.
It's going to be a slow bounce. You know the girl from that burger thing? Bob's the Burgers? It's going to be one of those kind of twerk sessions. It's going to be very stiff.
And you say you was going to be nervous. Got you open and everything.
Yeah.
44 series here at the Cal Podcast, man. We got Miss India. Now, we're going to our Cal Podcast end questions. The first 3 you did, but I'm gonna do it again because it's been a minute since you've been on, but the rest is different. So the first question, love or money?
Love.
Financial literacy or health literacy?
That's a hard one. I need both.
Gotta
I
pick
gotta
one.
choose?
Yep. Just FYI, it's like 15 minutes.
Well, with my education, I'm already health literate. So financial literacy.
All right, you can pick one out
But
of.
you talking about like starting? Never mind. Go ahead.
No, just health and financial.
Financial.
All right, now this one you can pick 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, but you can't pick all 3. T-shirt and panties, lingerie, or nothing at all.
Lingerie.
Okay. All right. At your age, India, do you test the water or you just dive in?
Test the water.
Test the water. All right. Where do you spend most of your money?
Food.
India, is it the size of the motion in the ocean?
Uh-huh. Is it the size or the motion of the ocean?
At this stage in your life, what matters? Size? Or does he know how to do what he do with it?
Can they be separated?
Gotta choose one.
I'm married, so I don't have to choose that. I'm in a good place. Okay. Okay. It's. I don't know. It could be.
If India,
Never mind. I was about to go down memory lane. Go ahead. What you about to say?
No, go ahead.
What you was about to say?
Nothing. At this stage in her life, what matters most?
It's the motion of the size.
India, would you rather live forever or be remembered forever?
Living forever is to be remembered forever.
What drives you crazy at this point in your life, at this stage of your life? What drives you crazy?
Closed-minded people.
And how do you handle those type of people?
I allow them to hang themselves. I give them knowledge, but I can't. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them faint. I was gonna say what Money Mike said, but I don't know if I can say that here.
You can.
You can lead a hoe to water, but you can't make her faint. You did what I'm saying.
Listen. We so past PG-13. We so triple X rated. We done had a porn star, or OnlyFans, a stripper. What you call it?
I was thinking about being an OnlyFans too.
What you call it? A dominatrix, a person who whips people, light them on fire. We don't have all that on this podcast.
Fire, Jesus.
I'll show you the video.
That is
Shout out to Sir One Plus.
I might sell my feet on OnlyFans.
You can make a lot of money.
Sell my pictures of them.
You can make a lot of money. Okay, India, what inspires you the most when you wake up in the morning?
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. I am inspired.
I gotta delete that part. I gotta delete that part. Hold on, I'm looking at the time. Okay, that happened at 46:44. Go ahead.
Don't tell me I can say anything. Okay, what inspires me is, of course, my family, my loved ones, my faith, and my future. So, yeah.
Okay. India, what gets you horny?
I don't know how to answer this.
What gets you going? What gets you going when you have to call your husband and say, you need to come home now? Or I need to meet you somewhere now. Or we need to go into this parking garage
Hormones.
now.
Hormones. That's all I can give you.
Okay. Now, since you were going to be shy, this is the next question behind that question. What do you do to let your husband know that I need it now?
I tell him to drop them draws.
Okay. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important
Make
is
that
this?
thing swing. I'm sorry.
No, you could. On the scale of 1 to 10, how important is in your current life right now? 1 to 10, how important is sex?
Honestly, sex is not that important to me right now.
Between 1 to 10.
Let me think. It's a 6.
Head.
Same. That's the same thing. Sex.
Intimacy.
Intimacy is a 10.
Okay.
I need all that.
All right. At this age, which one would you choose, India? Little Mermaid or Beauty and the Beast?
Little Mermaid because Halle Bailey.
Right now, it's Little Mermaid leading the way 3-1. We had one person pick Beauty and the Beast. Okay. 2 more questions. Are you ready to be a grandmother?
No, my child is only 10.
Okay. India, what is something in your life that you tried to change but end up accepting it for what it is? What is something in your life you tried to change
People.
but end up accepting it for what it is?
You can't change people, but you know you want to change their mindset. People that's around you that you want to see grow, and you're pouring into them and you're telling them, hey, I want you to try this. I want you to do this. You're just trying to motivate them to do things, and then when you see that you can't change their mindset, no matter how much you try to pour into them, they're gonna choose to do what they want to do.
Okay. And then the last question: what is the theme song for this year for you? What is your theme song for 2024? If you had to tell people this is the song representing my whole year 2024, what song would it be?
Like, first of all, my playlist is bipolar. I don't know what song would be my theme song. I'm all over the place.
What is one song somebody asked you? Describe your 2024.
I don't know. Just insert a song.
I'm gonna put Juvenile back that ass under that. Would that describe your
That's
2000?
not going to describe my.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, it's the Beyonce song, obviously, and then it's the one where she's like, what's that song? It was on the not the latest album, not the country album, but the Renaissance.
Yeah, I know a couple Beyonce songs. I don't know like
It's
that.
the ones that she opened the no.
Come on.
It's not my man.
It's on the Renaissance album.
Not my stand. I'm that girl. That one.
That one.
Yeah, I'm that girl. That's it.
Okay, we're gonna put that right there. Beyonce, I'm that girl. Okay. All right. Well,
She is me. That's her.
well, India, this is part of the show where we give you the flow. You get to say what you want to say, promote what you want to promote. Whatever you want to do, the floor is yours.
Okay. So
So come over.
okay. Okay, so I'm a realtor. So if you are looking to buy or sell a home, of course, contact me. My phone number. Did I put that on here? I don't know.
If you want them to contact me, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, contact me. You can call me by phone, 904-405-5752. I also do braids and dreadlock twists, things like that. And yeah, so I'm your girl that way. I also have hair oils that I make myself. So that's something else I've been working on this year too, is getting that out there. So yeah, hair oils by Roots.
Well, first thing first, thank you for being a guest today. So with that being said, we do have a little gift since the champagne didn't come in yet.
Uh-oh.
So that's for you.
Hey.
You were supposed to get a bottle, but once again, they ain't come in yet. So that's come from my mama, what is it, paparazzi?
Oh, that's cute. Thank you. That's
So
so nice.
yeah, so, and she got a whole boatload of stuff. So right now I'm her best customer.
Yeah.
$3 and $4 go a long way.
Okay.
So that's for you. Thank you for being a guest.
Thank
and you
you.
always know you're welcome to come back.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being part of the 44 series. So, shout out to our sponsor, Southern Made, Lydia Ruth's Southern Made Peach Champagne. Also to Brittany and the museum for letting us do this. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. But other than that, you got anything? You want to do what you said? Y'all have a good night.
G14 classified. That's good.
Headline, Starlight.
DJ Star.